Hello everybody. Looks like the creek is frozen over. That's pretty rare. We don't tend to have that happen all too much. Some areas the ice is really thick. You can see the difference by just looking at the opacity of the ice. See that rock in the center of the photo? Yeah, I threw that really hard at this white opaque ice and it didn't go through. Kind of looks like a peanut. On the other hand, yeah, I threw some rock on that thinner ice and it broke through. Although that one stuck. Have some raspberry bushes, raspberry canes. It's pretty cool. We have a dam up here. It's cold out. Yeah. It's unfortunate that this water has to be on our side of the creek because now it's eroding our bank instead of the other bank over there. All that water is rushing and just gonna slowly but surely eat away at our side of the bank. But hey, it's pretty cool. The mushroom garden has frozen over. Not a single mushroom growing. Fortunately, some of these trees lost limbs, especially these big maples right here in the center of the photo. There's the shiitake logs. They were producing some mushroom-like fruiting bodies, really slow growing, not really going anywhere. But now with this colder temperature, they've completely stopped. Our totem method. The shiitake buckets. There we go. Some more fallen down branches. And a very deadly widowmaker. Yeah, that's not fun. Not fun at all. You can see that is an upper half of an alder tree laying there on the ground. I'm gonna get a little closer. Oh, no, that was a maple branch came with it, but yeah, that's a solid trunk. Quite unfortunate. At least it didn't hit our maple. But it did smash a fig tree. It was a small sapling, but still. It's right around here somewhere. Rest assured, it's smashed up pretty good. That's about the size of the fig tree. It's all smashed. So over here we have a fern garden. These are all wild ferns. We put stakes around them so when we weed whack back here, we don't, tear them up. Fortunately, that one got a bit smashed. They're all holding up pretty fine. This is an apple tree. This is the prized tree. This is a black walnut. This thing will grow to be an absolute monster of a tree one day, hopefully. And yeah, another sapling, another apple. But you know, there's one good thing about that alder tree. It's going to be quite the habitat for mushrooms. Coming in here the next few years, mushrooms are going to take up residence inside of it, hopefully. I don't think I've shown my chicken run on camera before, so this is going to be a first. It's a pretty big chicken run, as you can see. 4x4 posts. They're just graveled in, no concrete. Wouldn't recommend using concrete since it's just a chicken coop. We got 1-inch chicken wire here, and then it's overkill, but we didn't know. Cattle panels. We don't really get any coyotes or bears. It's a bit excessive, but hey, it's here. So one of my sisters made this. Chicks by the creek. Isn't that pretty cool? Let's go to the entrance. So this is a pretty simple gate. You know, it's got one diagonal support going through it. Got some simple hinges. And here we have 2 coops. Our winter substrate that we use for the chickens is animal bedding. See an indoor brooder box there. But in the summer we use paver sand instead. Here's an identical one without the brooder box on this side. Their water froze. It's pretty intense in there. These little nipples here are completely frozen. I pushed them in trying to unfreeze them, but they're so frozen they won't come back out. So I decided to pour some water for them. And there's their food bucket, and then there's the chickens themselves. So it's pretty cool. So we have 3 Bielefelders, 1 blue Australorp right there, a silver Orpington, or no, not silver, what was it? Lavender Orpington in the back there, and then a buff Orpington right there. If you live in a winter climate, you want to get Bielefelders. They are winter birds for sure. Big, fat, and feathery. Stretching her legs. Oh, and I almost forgot her. Let me turn my light on. A Rhode Island Red is in that box there. There you are, girl. Say hi. She doesn't want to say hi. So we got 2 boxes just cut. We cut a square hole in them. These 2, I don't know, 20 gallon, not 20 gallon, yeah, like 10 gallon totes. You can get them at Home Depot. We put some bedding in there, and they love them. It's a really good system for a brooder box. This is our feeder. So what we did here is we cut a hole into this food grade 5 gallon bucket, and we put a 90-degree we took a 90-degree PVC pipe and stuck it in that hole so that it goes down. So it goes down into the food, and you can see the food is here. That's what they eat. Pretty good. So they have a pretty spacious area. Most of it is snow covered, so they're not using it. They have a pretty luxurious roost bar. It's about 8 feet long. Goes over here as well. And they have a tent that is been knocked up by the mighty winds we've been getting recently. But they like to hang out underneath it when it's not in a disrepaired shape. We have a compost bin in there. And typically when it's not snowy, we have our food bucket sitting on this plywood sheet out in the run. Now, typically around this time of day, when we're home, able to watch the chickens, we just let them out the door. But, you know, I don't think they want to go outside. So we're just going to keep them in. Yeah, so the highway homestead, as I have unofficially called it, is pretty cool. Again, Frozen Creek, don't really get that much. Yeah. Thanks for watching.